Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Lunar Beaches Crypto, where we ride the waves of the crypto market. I am David, and it is 5:48 a.m. Central Standard Time on a Tuesday, July 2nd, 2024. It's the second day of the quarter. Started off the first day with a meager green day. Had a nice little move up and then just consolidated the rest of the day. So, yeah, lots of fun. How are you guys doing? Welcome to the show. Welcome, Justin Eubanks. Yo, David, he says. Yo, Justin Eubanks. Good morning, sir. All right, guys. So, our fear and greed index is sitting at a neutral 49, same as it was yesterday. This is for the entire crypto market. This is not the Bitcoin fear and greed index. Okay, so this is just the altcoin market. We've got Super Trump trending, Bitcoin, Pay, ETH. I don't know what that is. Hi, guys. Hello, wunderbar. How are you doing this morning? Doing well. So today is a little bit of TA Tuesday. So we'll go ahead and get over to the charts. Get over to the charts. Get over to the charts. What kind of accent do you have? Do you have a southern accent? Do you have a British accent? Bottle of water? Have a New England accent? Get over here. Hey, watch where you're walking. Do you have a West Coast accent? Yeah, bruh. I was just sitting down there all the way down at the beach, and we were going out into the waves, getting absolutely pissed. I don't know what's going on. All right, guys. So let's go to the daily and take a look-see. We're on the Coinbase chart for Bitcoin. Go to the daily. We can see that we did get. There we go. That we did get a rejection yesterday off of this daily fair value gap. I am actually from Ukraine. Wunderbar, just a nickname. Oh, hello, friend from Ukraine. Much love to you and your people, for real. But yeah, so we have this daily fair value gap right here that we did come down and tag. We may come down and tag a little more. Yo, good morning, brother. Up, smoking, observing markets. Oh, observing markets. Gotcha. Good morning, Seymour Liddy. All right, Seymour Liddy. Wait, Seymour Liddy, are you the one that's always trading XRP? Is that you? The one that's always making money off of XRP? I used to trade XRP quite a bit. I used to know its price action pretty well. It gets stuck in these ranges, and it's actually pretty not bad to trade. My only fear was that like I would be in the trade, and I guess if you have a stop loss, it wouldn't matter, right? But my fear was always like it would just like take off out of nowhere, like I'm in a short or something, and it would just like do one of those moon shots where it just jumps like 50% in like 2 minutes, because that's something that XRP is notorious for. Good morning, Blackie Chan. Late because I had to get my coffee ready and missed the notification. All good, brother. Tony Surf Prano, what's going on, my guy? Good morning, good morning. Or for you, it's got to be close to afternoon, eh? Sound like Canadian. Happy belated Canadian Day, Canada Day, whatever you call it. Yeah, yesterday was Canada Day, and I wasn't aware of that until it was too late. too late. But anywho, come up into this daily fair value gap, come back down. We create a daily fair value gap. Now, this is something that I want to point out here, guys, because this actually got me a little bit excited yesterday. Not too much, because we still have a lot of work to do, a lot to go over. So, let me come over here real quick. And come on, give me the ad block pop up. There we go. One of these days, I'm going to Google how to fix that. Keep that from happening. Highest. Well, let me just type in different probabilities of FVG. Different types of FVGs. Fair value gaps. Let's go to images. All right. So there are different types of fair value gaps. Which is the best? The consolidation fair value gap. And this is where, make sure you can see it. This is where you get your 3 candle move, right? The top one is green, but it consolidates, meaning it closes below the high of this wick. Come over to Bitcoin, closes below the high of this wick. No, right here. Closes below the high of this wick. That's what created this fair value gap. This is a consolidation fair value gap because we consolidated here at the highs. Okay, consolidated at the highs. So I would expect maybe a little more push down today, and then perhaps we consolidate a little bit after we get that push down. And then the next day we can continue higher tomorrow. So today may be a down day, which is fine. We can do that. We have a couple of news things. We have Powell, Chair Powell speaking. He's just speaking at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But then we have the JOLTS jobs openings at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So this is 30 minutes after the market opens, the stock market opens. And yeah, and this is 30 minutes. This is at the stock market open is when Powell speaks. Powell's got to say some wacky stuff for anything that he says outside of an FOMC to actually mean anything to the market. So I'm not sure what he could even say that would make the market move other than, yeah, we're close to cutting rates. Yeah, we're thinking about cutting rates. Other than that, I don't know what else. I don't know what he could say. And I don't really see him saying that, but we'll see. Because we do know that the euro is already, the European Union has already cut rates, and we know that Canada has already cut rates. But Chair Powell, we just have to, we'll see what he says. I don't know that it's going to be too big of a thing, but we'll see. We shall see. But the big thing is going to be that JOLTS jobs openings. And this is the number of job openings during the reported month, excluding the farming industry. Let's see. Why traders care is because job creation is an important leading indicator of consumer spending, which accounts for a majority of overall economic activity. So you want the job openings to come to be high. What do we want? Do we want them low or do we want them high? Where do we get our moves? So job creation is an important, actual greater than forecast is good for currency. So if our actual comes in higher, so if the jobs come in higher, it is good for the dollar. If it is good for the dollar, it is not good for the risk on assets. Hola, French tosta. Good morning. How are you guys? Beautiful. Beautiful to see you. It is wonderful to see you. Beautiful? Wonderful? I digress. So, yes, it could be seen as a bad thing at first with the job openings. If it comes in higher, and we do come over, if we come over to the liquidation chart, we could see we do clearly have some liquidity below us that we could take out. Okay. So I would not be surprised to see us have a nice swoop down. What's the lowest one on here? This one is at 61,323. 61,323. I mean, all we're doing if we're taking out those if we're taking out all that liquidation, all that liquidity, then all we're doing is filling this fair value gap. Okay? That's all we're doing. And then we can continue higher. Hopefully. Hopefully. There's no guarantees here. But what have I been saying that I've been wanting to see? I've been saying I want to see some impulsive moves to the upside. I pointed them out yesterday. Really, frankly. So I don't believe this was the start. This is just more of a correction, because this is where we start getting our impulses to the upside. Okay? So this is where, if I come over to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one pokes a little bit higher, giving us our fifth wave. So then we correct. We have already done an ABC. A, B, C into the fair value gap. So this is enough for us to continue. We come down into this demand zone here. We can push higher. Or we do have some equal lows right here. If you see them right here, let me bring this down a little bit. Okay, so the main thing right now is if we correct lower, if we get a little bit of a long squeeze in here, that we don't come down across into the territory of wave 1, but we do have these equal lows that we can come and take out down here. Let me get rid of this. Equal lows. So as long as we can come all the way down here, barely take those out, and then move to the upside. That would be perfectly fine. I have a feeling if we zoom out a little bit more, let's just go to the hourly so we can see a little more of this price action. I have a feeling that we're going to see some trickiness, okay? We're going to see some trickiness in here. So, bounce, maybe a shoot up, and then come way down. It's going to be tricky. We're still respecting the downward trending line of resistance and staying above it. Could take time to fill the gap and still stay bullish. Yes, we can still stay down here in this range for some time. Maybe a week or two. Maybe. But then I think July is going to end up being bullish in general, overall. But just like I think Q4 in general, or Q3 rather, is going to be pretty bullish for Bitcoin. So I'm looking for 64,880, then dump. Yeah, so I could definitely see a dump, but I still don't think we shouldn't go lower. We shouldn't go lower than this low here. But I could definitely see some craziness where we shoot up and then like shoot down. Don't look at price on this. I'm just using this as a point of reference. Where we shoot up, shoot down, consolidate a little more, and then continue high again. So it's going to be a little tricky, for sure. We just have to be patient. Bottoms can take a long time to build out, a little bit longer than we want. But hey, no what? No what, Simo Liddy? No what? 58K is the buys, baby. The buys? Yeah. What downwards trend line are you talking about, Mr.? We're still respecting the downward trending line of resistance and staying above it. Oh, okay. And staying above it, yeah. Yep, we are staying above it. And then if we just go ahead and draw out a new one, this is what I'd be looking for. Give me this. Yeah. Equal lows. 50. Let me go ahead and take this. Wave 3, 50% of wave 3. I want to look for some type of liquidity pool within the discount range. Right here is where I have my equal lows. Then I just set my stop below the low here. And then set this for the 50 percentile of this whole range. Not bad. 61,777 to 60,688. 61,777. 6888. 66. I don't know what you're saying. You're just putting out numbers and I don't know what you're saying. So yeah, I would expect a move up and then we could maybe move down. The safer play would be to come up and just take out these highs. Not bad. 4%. So we can accept that. We also have these equal highs over here as a pool of liquidity that we can target. Something I have been doing recently, ever since finishing Best Loser Wins, I have been adding to winning trades. So if I actually nail this, if price actually comes down here and then reverses, and let's say puts in a little high and then on the lower time frame and then breaks that high, from once it breaks that high, I'll add to my position and move my stop loss to break even, and then let it ride a little higher, and then I'll take the profit. So I'm just adding in margin to add a little bit more to my trade to make a little bit extra gains, and that really helps with covering the fees and covering any potential losses in the future potential losses. And never adding to a losing trade will help that as well, and sticking to just knowing my risk and sticking to my risk, not letting the market decide for me. Don't let the market decide for you what you're going to do with your trade as far as your risk. When it comes to your risk, set your risk prior to the trade and let that be it. Don't change it. Don't add to a losing trade unless it was a planned out DCA. Don't add to a losing trade. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Trust me. You will like yourself a lot less adding to a losing trade than if you add and you lose a lot of money. Then you'll like yourself more if you add to winning trades, okay? And you just break even. Oh, you missed out on some money, but you didn't lose money, okay? But what's going to hurt is when you lose money. When you add to a trade in hopes that it's going to turn around and it doesn't. That's what'll make you hurt. That's why I like macro trading. I'd add to a trade and up the leverage and pausing zones 4-hour looks like it wants to roll over and looks bear flaggy. 4-hour? 4. Personally, I would like to see continuation and not see this dip, but this dip can still, it'll be alright if it does happen. Yeah, I do want to give a bear scenario. I don't want to only give bull scenarios. Okay, it's not how we do it. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. Bear scenario. Let's just get rid of all of this so I can see and think. Okay, so we did get a little bit of a rejection, but we are consolidating below this level of previous support. Now testing it for resistance, see if we can break through that. We are getting a little bit of a bear flag in here, a little bit. Overbought. Chart Prime Oscillator Pro, a little bit, but not too much. Not too much overboughtness. Botanist? Are you a botanist? Anyway. Breakdown. If we break this low here and we don't quickly recover back up, and instead we reject off of the trend line here, and we come down, we break into territory of wave 1, and then go ahead and break and take out wave 2, then this was not the start of our larger impulse to the upside that we're looking for. It's just not, and we have to wait even longer. Like I said, we could just see some chop. It could just be some chop until we can finally get out of here, and then we start getting some, the impulses that we're looking for. So I'm just looking for one completed 5-wave impulse to the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That does not come down and cross the territory of wave 1, gets a correction, and then continues higher and creates another 5-wave structure to the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I get this, and then when we correct, I will probably enter a swing long on that correction. So, but I've got to see the evidence that we are proceeding higher. Let's go to Velo. How are you guys doing? That wedge could easily just break sideways. Yep. Crypto patterns are broken. As long as we hold 62K, we good. If it breaks, I think we're going to take the low. Possible. Let's see. What day of the week? Is it on this one? I guess not. Come over to options. I don't think that was it. No, market. Yeah. I want to see the day of the week price changes. Where's the day of the week chart? Market value, total, open interest, CVD. I'll have to find it later. Oh, 1 week return buckets. I don't know what that means. I'm going to have to look into this later. This is such a cool website, app type deal. Gotta run, gang. Hope y'all have a swell day. See y'all in the chats later. Justin Eubanks, hope you have an amazing day, brother. Have a great Tuesday, as we say in the South. Could we peek at FET if you have time? Yeah, sure. Oh. So, what have we been seeing on this move up? So we were getting a little bit of hope here, squeezing out the shorts here, right on our open interest, squeezing out the shorts. But then, guys, you guys started seeing some up moves and you started getting into longs. And then, yeah, it's just what happens. Then we get our liquidity built up down here. So, what goes up with open interest must come down. So, yeah. Try not to. We need the market to settle down, bruh. Equal highs, I would like to see us come down, take the equal lows, and then shift back to the upside. Well, either way, once a liquidity pool is taken, that is where you look for your market structure shift. So if we were to take these highs here, and this shoots up, takes this high, okay, this is where I would look for the market structure shift on the lower time frames, and then I would enter on a fair value gap or some kind of point of interest here, and then I would aim for the lower end where those equal lows are. So that's what you look for. You look for the liquidity sweep first, the draw on liquidity, and then you look for the market structure shift. You don't just be looking for the market structure shift randomly. The market must take liquidity first. Must take liquidity first. The market will settle down in a couple days. Yeah, this week is pretty packed, so we just got to, be cognizant of that. This week is pretty packed on the economic news front with, Chair Powell speaking today. You got JOLTS jobs openings today. You've got your non-farm payroll employment change tomorrow, unemployment claims tomorrow, ISM services tomorrow, FOMC meeting minutes tomorrow. So Wednesday is going to be a doozy. Whatever we do today is going to be a setup for tomorrow. Then Wednesday or Thursday, we're off because of the 4th of July, Happy America Day. And then we have average hourly earnings month over month, non-farm employment change, and unemployment rate all on Friday. So it's a jam-packed week. Next week, we just have CPI and core PPI. But we have our inflation data coming in next week. So everything that's set up this week is a setup for next week. So when you look at stuff look at it that way, where it's like, all right, what are they trying to set up for this? You can kind of anticipate what is going to happen the next day, and then you can have a bias, a bullish or bearish bias going into it, and you can trade off of that bias. Something that I like to do is, I like to go to the daily and just see how we're trending, We are trending in an upwards direction. Then when I drop down to the lower time frames, I'm going to be looking for longs. If we are trending in a downtrend, if we're in a downtrend on the higher time frames, then when I drop down to the lower time frames, I want to be seeing buy side liquidity taken so that in a market structure shift so I can sell short. Because the overall grand big picture trend next week could be this week, could be worse than this week for trading. I don't know. I don't know what you mean by worse for trading, though. I like the volatility. Which is why yesterday was quite boring. Quite boring. And Asia, did you bring anything? Oh yeah, it brought some volatility. It started a little late, but it did bring it. London came down, took out, swept the lows. I'm considering. I've been considering going long ever since I woke up, and looked at the chart. Let's see. I do have a fair value gap up here, so that is a point of interest. We also have order block here. Asia high up here. Drop down to a lower time frame. See what we have going on inside of here. We take out this high, pull back. Well, first we take out this high, pull back. Is there? There's a fair value gap in here. Let's go to the minute. Is there anything? Okay. Bounce off of that. I'm not seeing anything that's real clear cut for me at the moment. I could, though, on fib, look for the discount area and look for some type of point of interest to possibly take a long off of. Oops. What's up? Well, for less experienced traders, I love the volatility. Our last volatile news week was one of my better trading weeks. How does the price action look like on 4th of July over the years? Good question. Typically, the 4th has been an up day, if I recall. Typically. I don't know if it's always the case, but July 4th, see, I don't know if that's always the case. Down day. Just last year, down day. It was a Tuesday, though. It was a Tuesday. Tuesdays are down days. Sometimes. And if we do get some type of long squeeze today, it wouldn't be surprising that we would consolidate after that and we would just chill out. Pump day. Right here. It was a pump day here in 2022. I just recall it being more of a pump day for some reason. July, August, September, October, July 4th. Up day. And then drag out. Which could be what we're seeing, right? But we don't want this price action because this was the summer lull of the 2021 bull before we went on for our final topping structure, our final move to the upside before everything hit the fan and went south. So yeah, I think it's mostly an up day on the 4th, and around the 4th it's usually up, especially in a bull market and especially after 3 months of consolidation. Yeah, so I just expect more up in general for July. Don't really care too much about the holiday, but we'll see what happens. Let's go back down. Okay, I would actually put this a little higher because I'm trying to make money here, okay? Up to these other pools of liquidity, and then we're good. Little 1% trade, 6-1. Maybe give ourselves a little bit more of a cushion here. Just a tad. I don't want to take out this low. So yeah, there's my trade idea for today. And it's coming down to entry right now. So yeah. There we go. We're all good in the hood. Water. I need more sugar in my water. Up to the top of the range. Yeah. Something like that. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else do we have going on. Do we have any movers? Let's see. ABT Arc Block. This is an AI play. It's up 13%. Not looking too shabby. Let's come over here to the, let's go to the FEMEX. Got a little, about the same amount of cryptos, but this one will have different ones on it. Beam is continuing to rock and roll, it looks like. Yes, it is. Beam is continuing. Still don't like this. Oh, well. Not too bad then. I thought it was going to be equal lows. I mean, they are relatively equal. If this comes up, if Beam comes up and can take out, take out this high. Let's see. Low, high, low, high, low. Really wanted to see it to come up here and take out this high. Then it'll really mean business. Because then we have broken back above previous support, proven that it is not resistance. And then we've come up and taken out a key level of liquidity. I could see it coming up to here at about 0.0235. Let's go ahead and pull a fixed range volume profile on that. That is not a fixed range volume profile. Bang, bang, right there. Oh, look at that. Right there at the value area high after bouncing off of the point of control. What? I kind of want to see a retest of 62K value area low and a nice bounce for a long. I think yeah. So where are you drawing your fixed range volume profile, Tony? Is it like this? Value area low. Where'd you say? That's 62K. So we taking the whole range, I assume. Take the whole range. 62K, 61,850. So yeah, I imagine this is what you're talking about. Yeah, take that, and then you still have your point of control way up here at 66.9. So I could see that. I could definitely see that pull down here and then that move up to here. Yeah, I'm with you, Tony. I'm with you on that. I could definitely see that. Another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the upside. That would be super nice. And then we could create that 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. For sure. For sure. Tia got saved, says Blackie Chan. Looks like it might make another move, though. In what way? I guess you mean someone made a big purchase? We are above this high, or this low here, rather. Swept the low. Shot right off of it. Nice bullish engulfing candle right into this fair value gap, 4-hour fair value gap. We got a few minutes. Right into that. Cool. Come down. Find support off of this low. If this can continue, then Tia is looking good. And I would be looking for the next correction to long from. Because we swept lows. And now, really, my next level would be to take out this high. Or my next rule would be to take out this high. And then I would consider buying or going long on a pullback or something. So, if it can prove itself and it can get some nice movement in here, and it can finish up at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something of the sort, then I would be looking for an entry to get into before it continues on to the upside. So yeah. Ooh. Be patient. There's plenty of gains to be had. Okay? Plenty of gains to be had. Just be patient with the market. Okay? We don't have, once things get heated up, we won't have a whole bunch of time. So you best prepare now. All right? All right. All right, guys. It is time. It is time for me to say goodbye. Is it, are you frozen? Yep, it is frozen. All right, guys. I hope you all have an amazing day. Thank you for joining me and riding the morning waves, as always, with me. I am incredibly blessed to have you guys here showing up with me so early for me anyway in the morning, and I'm sure early for most of you. I know some of you are across the pond. Hello. And yeah, I love you guys, and I appreciate each and every single one of you, and I thank you for your support. You're the reason why I continue to do this. So yeah, I greatly appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Don't forget, we have Billy Goat Tales tonight with Piper Academy. All the guys over there, Piper, OC Guy, Tradefly, and Crux will all be on Billy Goat Tales tonight. That is at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on X. Follow at Billy Goat Tales. That's going to be it for me, guys. Outside of that, hope you all have a radical day. Stay hydrated. Ride the waves. Peace out.